I'll call the meeting to order. Let us all rise for the national anthem, please.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
I welcome the chief guest for today, Alpha DG Rotarian Sandeep Agarwala ji, Alpha First Lady and Malini ji, Alpha AG Mr. Rotarian Anil Khanna ji, all the district dignitaries, my PDG Subhash ji, the club's past presidents and the members of Rcmp, the fellow presidents, Alpha presidents of Rajesh, relatives of Rajesh bhai, welcome to all of you. We'll start with the program and then hand over the proceedings to Moa Kamath.
Thank you, Dream President Unmesh. A very warm good evening to all the dignitaries on the dais, co-presidents, Inner Wheel President and Secretary, Rotrack President and Secretary, invited guests, and my dear Rotary family of Rotary Club of Mumbai Parleshwar. We will start this event by seeking the blessings of the Almighty. Request all the dignitaries on the dais to come forward for the traditional lamp lighting ceremony. And I request Rotarian Saili Velankar to recite the invocation song.
ओंकार स्वरूपा ओंकार स्वरूपा ओंकार स्वरूपा तुझ नमो तुझ नमो तुझ नमो सद्गुरु राया माझानंद सागर त्रैलोक्याधार गुरुराव त्रैलोक्याधार गुरुराव त्रैलोक्याधार गुरुराव स्वामी असे स्वयं प्रकाश गुरुराव स्वामी असे स्वयं प्रकाश जा पुढे उदास चंद्र रवी जा पुढे उदास चंद्र रवी जा पुढे उदास चंद्र रवी रवी शशी अग्नी नेणती जा रूपा स्वप्रकाश रूपा जेणे वेधा स्वप्रकाश रूपा तेणे वेद तुझ नमो ओंकार स्वरूपा सद्गुरु समर्था अनाथाचा नाथा तुझ नमो 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 तुझ नमो.
Thank you, Saili, for the lovely invocation song. I now request Rotarian Ganesh to play the video clip of the Alpha Anthem.
हर अच्छे काम की शुरुआत होती है जहां से, रोटरी का नाम रोशन होता है जहां से, रोटरी इंटरनेशनल में रहते हैं जो, रोटरी फाउंडेशन में सबसे आगे, रोटरी की दुनिया में जाने जाते हैं हम डिस्ट्रिक्ट 3141 के नाम से.
District 3141 Rotary District 3141 District 3141 Rotary District 3141 हर एक दर्द मिटाएगा ये, हर जख्मी दिल पर प्यार का मलहम लगाएगा ये, सबके चेहरे पर मुस्कान लाएगा ये, हर हाल में जीना सिखलाएगा ये, ना उम्मीदों को उम्मीद की किरण दिखलाएगा ये, गीत खुशी के सबके लबों पर लाएगा ये. District 3141 का साल अल्फा है ये, District 3141 का साल अल्फा है ये. रोटरी के फायदे सबको समझाएगा ये, रोटरी के अंदाज से जीना सिखलाएगा ये, भाईचारे और दोस्ती का सबक सिखाएगा ये, रोटरियंस में नया जोश जगाएगा ये, दीप खुशियों की खुशियों घर घर में जलाएगा ये, दीप खुशियों की खुशियों घर घर में जलाएगा ये. District 3141 का साल अल्फा है ये, District 3141 का साल अल्फा है ये. District 3141 Rotary District 3141 District 3141 का साल अल्फा है ये. हर क्षेत्र में अपनी सोच का दायरा बढ़ाएगा ये, उम्मीद से बढ़कर सफलता हासिल करेगा ये, नामुमकिन को भी मुमकिन करेगा ये, सारे जहां में रोटरी का परचम फहराएगा ये. District 3141 का साल अल्फा है ये, District 3141 का साल अल्फा है ये. District 3141 Rotary District 3141 District 3141 का साल अल्फा है ये.
People with great passion can make the impossible happen. This is just so apt for Dream President Rotarian Unmesh. And you would all agree with me after he shares with us his memorable journey of the dream year 2021-22. Over to you, Unmesh.
Thank you, Mo. Shall we run? Okay. This year, the last year when we started with the installation, at the time of installation, I was really very apprehensive. Mostly because it was COVID time, and my IPP, Jyoti Babladi, had just done a wonderful tenure. but the times were really very scary. And she had done a wonderful job during that time. So the pressure of performance, that of the smart year, that of the vision year, and the COVID times. So I was just scary about what the things are in front of me. The year started, and today I am really very glad to share with you all that the performance we have, we did about 117 projects throughout the year. 43,219 beneficiaries. The TRF was 7,000. I'll give you what are the, basically we had at the Rotary International site, we have to select goals and then you have to achieve them. So my target for the projects was 30, against which we did a project number of 117. Membership, we started with 74. I had said that we would add 10 more and make it 84. We have made it 87 today. The TRF goal I had taken as 4,000, basically because during the time of vision year, we hardly did anything, and plus, except for the smart year, as TRF, we have been quite conservative on that. Again, I took a figure of 4,000 and we did 7,000 this year. Youth clubs, I had taken a figure of 7 and we have done 8. So we have 8 clubs. We have 2 Rotaract clubs and we have 5 Interact clubs. I had said that I would touch all the avenues which the district had selected. So if you see, on the basic education and literacy, we did about 5 projects. On the community and economic development, we have done 7. Disease prevention and treatment, obviously because it was COVID times, we did 46. Maternal and child health, we did 4. Water, sanitation and hygiene, we did 4. Youth service, we did 10. Related projects in other areas, food distribution 14, supporting the frontline workers, we did 6. Support of special children, like the Anandi school that we have in Vilipale, we did 4. Flood relief. Flood relief, basically in the month of July, when I took over, there was this massive flood which happened in the Konkan belt of Maharashtra. And everybody was going towards Mahad Chiplun. But basically because I come from that area, I thought of giving more focus on the southernmost part of Konkan belt, the Banda. So I spoke to one of a Sansthan which is near Malwan, and we offered our services to a village near Banda, and we gave them something worth about 5 lakhs. IPP Jyoti Baldawadi was quite instrumental in helping us there. Encouraging creativity, we had 3 projects. Supporting Indian Armed Forces, we had 2. Enabling the visual challenged, we had 2. Supporting those who keep us safe, 1. Encouraging sports, 1, but I would say it is 2 basically because we had the IFCR cricket and plus the carom tournament, so that makes it 2. To share with you all, after a gap of 2 years, we had a state carom championship which we organized. Our sports chairman Vivek Pai and Prasad Devarukar were very instrumental in doing it. And it was basically their insistence that they said that we would do it at a short notice, and they did it. So I would want you all to give a ovation to that, please. Thank you. Then again, we had very recently a fundraiser program which happened on the 17th. That too was at a short notices because everything was so blurred as far as the COVID things were concerned. Again, even today, there are cases on the rise. So we were apprehensive about whether it will happen or not, but we still went ahead. And our member Rotarian Atul Gokhale did a wonderful job of it. And whatever we had set to achieve as a fundraiser, we did achieve that, in fact, more. So this is what we had for the year as far as the projects concerned. For more, I will again pass it on to PP Mohakamat.
I think that deserves a big round of applause. Heartiest congratulations and thank you, Dream President Unmesh, for a great Rotary year. I now request Dream President to introduce our incoming Alpha President, Rotarian Rajesh Shah.
It is very difficult to read through the paper, especially when you know a buddy who is sitting next to you. But we have been knowing him as Rajesh Bhai. So I take this opportunity to introduce my Alpha President, Rajesh Shah, as the incoming President. He is a CA and he has been an ever enthusiastic and positive team member. His ability to quickly connect with all and the sundry is a trait which is uncommon. An extremely competent professional and a charitable Rotarian by heart. For academics, Rajesh has studied in Mumbai, completed his bachelor's in commerce from the NM College, followed by chartered accountancy course from the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India in the year 1993. Professionally, he has a long tenure as a practicing chartered accountant, handling audits, accountancy, direct taxes, and related compliance assignments, after which he excelled into business and investment banking and wealth management advisory for profession. Currently, he is owner of Auriga Corporate Advisors, a financial advisory firm which caters to requirements of corporate through debt and equity. He also caters to wealth management requirements of high net worth individuals through investment avenues including mutual funds and insurance. Auriga in particular is specialist in real estate and startup advisory and funding. As for the family, Rajesh Bhai is happily married to Swati, I know this, since 1996, and they have 2 children, Sameep and Hia. Both are studying. His journey with Rotary Club, the Rcmp, started since 2010. He has been successfully a joint secretary in the year 2019-20 under the leadership of Rotarian B.G. Barve and club secretary in the year 2021 under the leadership of my IPP Rotarian Jyoti Babladi. He has been actively associated with various social initiatives of the Rcmp, in general with sports activities in particular, and cricket at the best. He is a member of the Rotary Means Business and currently functioning as secretary in Numero Uno chapter. Social activities as a sports chairman and part of the team of the Rcmp, He has participated in district IFCR cricket tournaments. Their team can proudly claim to have won 4 out of 5 of them. He has coordinated the Small and Medium Enterprises SME conference for Rotary District 3141 and participated in various district social initiatives. He has actively participated in various social activities of Rcmp like blood donation camps, Annadan, supporting schools and education for children, Karadarpan, and lots of medical projects, especially in COVID-19 times. I am extremely delighted to introduce our incoming president, ladies and gentlemen, Rotarian Rajesh Shah.
Friends, in Rotary, no other ceremony is as important as that of installing the leaders. For those being installed, it is a visible demonstration of their commitment and dedication to the organization. Also, those of us who are witnessing this event, we play an important role in the ceremony because we too demonstrate our commitment to support and encourage our leaders during the coming year. I now request Alpha DG, Rotarian Sandeep Agarwala ji, Dream President, Rotarian Unmesh Sawant, and Alpha President, Rotarian Rajesh Shah, to come forward for the formal induction ceremony. Dream President to now exchange the collar. I now request Dream President Rotarian Unmesh to hand over the charter, the gavel and the gong, and the MOP to Alpha President Rotarian Rajesh Shah. Alpha President Rotarian Rajesh Shah to pin the past president clip to Rotarian Unmesh Sawant. Unmesh. You have to do it. It's a ceremony. Heartiest congratulations, Alpha President Rajesh Shah, and best wishes too. Yeah, please come forward for picture. Jai Ho. Request Alpha President Rajesh Shah to share his plans for the coming Alpha year 2022-23.
So good evening. I think I'm audible. ऐसे ही मेरा आवाज बहुत बड़ा है. So good evening one and all, and very warm welcome to respected chief guest Alpha DG Sandeep Agarwala, First Lady Malini ji, my AG Anil Khanna, my club dream president Rotarian Unmesh Sawant, Alpha Club Secretary Rotarian Avinash Mishra, other district dignitaries and my friends, my Alpha co-presidents, members of Rcmp and spouse, Rotary Innerville President 2022-23 and all present here today. Before I begin, I would like to share the message given by Alpha Year RI President Jennifer Johns as it display here. Imagine world that deserves our best, where we get up each day knowing that we can make a difference. As I proceed to undertake this responsibility, I bow down to the Almighty and first remember and seek blessing of my mother and father who are watching me from the heaven. Sorry. I like to thank Rotary Club of Mumbai Parleshwar proposing faith in me for the selection as president for the Alpha year 22-23. I thank our dream president. I'm sorry. Okay. I thank our dream president for handing over this scholar, and many thanks to Alpha DG for the badge. I derive my inspiration and strength from this slok from Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Karmani vadikaraste ma phalesu kadachana ma karma phalheturvu matre sangotsva karmani. तेरा कर्म करने में ही तेरा अधिकार है, उसके फलों में कभी नहीं. इसलिए तू कर्मों के फल हेतु मत हो तथा तेरी कर्म न करने में भी आसक्ति न हो. I take this opportunity to congratulate Dream President Rotarian Unmesh Sawant and team on accomplishing his decided goals through the Dream Year. In particular, he and his team successfully achieved commendable growth in membership, TRF, service project, youth club sponsorship. To touch upon the scale, these projects have helped over 40,000 beneficiaries throughout the year. Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is a progress. And working together is a success. As we begin this new Rotary year, we have planned various projects during the year 22-23. They can be broadly divided into 5 parts as shown. Part 1, special focus area, eye care, health camp and at schools, medical checkup and dental camps, SHIP, which abbreviation, school health improvement programs, safe drinking water, rainwater harvesting, sanitation. Adult literacy program for women. Now we'll move to part 2. RCMP flagship projects, midday meals and Annadan, Senior Citizen Club, Menstrual Hygiene, Vocational Training and Career Guidance, Rojgar Melawa, White Cane Day, Tree Plantation, Blood Donation Camps, Community Service at Murbad District, Polio Eradication Drives, Check Dam, School Adoption and Aid. We want to have one edition, that is a Roti Bank and Community Fridge installation in Ville Parla East. We now move to part 3, CSR and crowdfunding projects. Pediatric heart surgery, Dil Se. Dialysis treatment for chronic kidney patients. IT innovation labs. Library projects in slum areas of Mumbai. Now move to part 4, art, education and sports. Rotal. Sir, this will be hosted by Rcmp in Alpha year. Kala Darpan, Samvad Dr. Ansi, Food Festival, my own heart, IFCR cricket tournaments, and state level carom tournament. We'll now move to part 5, cultural. Ganesh Maharti, annual picnic, Siddhivinayak Padyatra, Dandiya night, Sarat Purnima Vise Kojagiri, Diwali night, Christmas Eve and New Year, kite flying. Again, this will be hosted by Rcmp in Alpha year, sir. Holy celebration. We have a 365 days, and it will be our earnest endeavor to use our full strength by involving all members to utilize all the days. We seek to do our best for all above projects. In particular, we'll strive to grow membership and TRF contribution to newer levels. So, उसके लिए मैं एक शेर अर्ज करता हूँ. पसीने की स्याही से जो लिखते हैं अपने इरादों को, पसीने की स्याही से जो लिखते हैं अपने इरादों को, उनके मुकद्दर के पन्ने भी कभी कोरे नहीं हुआ करते. So by seeking blessings and true wishes from all of you, team, together everyone achieves more. As Simon Sinek says, a team is not a group of people who work together. It is a group of people who trust each other. Let us work as a team and make the coming year successful to our potential. I thank you all once again and wish my full Alpha team a best luck. I say in Gujarati, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Ho Parleshwar, Jai Ho Rcmp. Thank you.
Thank you, Alpha President Rajesh, for this wonderful, inspiring speech. Indeed, it was very encouraging. A beautiful legacy has now been taken over for further accomplishments. And we are rest assured that the entire Rcmp family will support you in this journey. I now request Alpha President to introduce the directors for the year 2022-23.
So I call upon my...
Just a minute, Rajesh.
Yeah.
And directors, as you accept your pin, just accept the pin and please stand behind the dignitaries for a picture. Yeah?
Yeah, but first them let them call up.
Okay, fine, whatever. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll invite one by one my old team directors to come forward and accept the pin from the our DG, Alpha DG. So yeah. So first of all, my Vice President and President-elect, Dr. Monica Tandon. Pin. Come forward. No, you come ahead and take the pin and then behind. Go back. Yeah, correct. So just to him. Absent. Now I invite my Alpha Club Secretary, Avinash Mishra, Rotarian Avinash Mishra. My Joint Secretary is absent. She is Rotarian Divyani Gore. Now I ask, जो पैसा रखने वाला है, Rotarian Shekhar Agarwal, Treasurer. Young expiring chartered accountant. My club admin, Rotarian Pachi Tillu. सर ये पूरा आप जो देख रहे हैं वो उन्होंने पूरा मेहनत किया हुआ है. Come this forward. This side. Yeah, first and then.
I request the directors to just come and stand here, please, so that we can. Yeah.
Rotarian
All the
Atul Gokhale, Director Communication, Medical. Rotarian Past President, Rotarian Jyoti Babladi, Director Communication Service, Non-Medical. PP Rotarian Balchandra Barve, Director CSR and Crowdfunding. And he is also Assistant Governor in Alpha year, sir. Rotarian Nitin Kharde, Director TRF, sir. Rotarian Past President Mua Kamath, she is Alpha SFA. Yeah, so she will be helping all the SFA project. Look forward to your support. Rotarian Satish Balbladi, a Sergeant in Arms. This way. My past president, Dr. Anand Ramnani, Director Membership. Rotarian Ganesh Narayan, sir, ये पूरा जो आप देख रहे हैं, is Director Public Image and E-Admin. The tall guy, तो Past President Rotarian Sri Sidure, Director International. Sir, these are all the stored people. And Rotarian Kardam Vyas, Director Vocational. And Rotarian Smita Puranik, I think this is missing over there. Please come. She is the Director Youth. There she is. Yeah, okay. हाँ, she is there. Sorry. So, हाँ मैंने देखा नहीं. मैंने उनको देखा वहाँ. She is a Smita Thai for us. So we'll have a first photograph. Yeah. Get the plus the director photo, please. Yes. Come. All are comfortable here? Guys.
I now request Alpha President to introduce the Alpha advisors and the chairpersons for the various projects for the year 2022-23.
Sir, Sir, we have a special two people who are the, I think, very veteran in our club. Rotarian Sivanandan Kangare, club advisor for finance and accounts, is looking after this for long period of time. So please come forward. Yeah. And both are our trustees also, sir. And now, my founder member of the club and veteran and your good friend Vijay Sate. He is the club trainer and advisor. So, काफी डंडा मार के मेरे पीछे रहता है. ये कर रहा है कि नहीं, वो कर रहा है कि नहीं. So please come for a level first photograph there.
I now request Rotarian Rajesh Shah to introduce the chairpersons for the various projects.
So now there is this, sir, we have a chairman for separate activities. So Rotarian Mahesh Bhagwat, chairman Water and Forest. Please come forward. Rotarian Sanjeev Gadre, chairman Rotal. Yeah, we have to give them the pin and we'll have a photograph. Because they are looking after the special part in our,
Request all the chairpersons who are present
Prachi,
to be lined up,
pin,
please.
chairman pins. Mahesh bhai, come forward. Rotarian Sanjeev Gadre. Rotarian Prasad Devrukar, chairman sports. Yeah. Rotarian Sushil Deshpande, chairman Karma Kala Darpan. Rotarian Vivek Pai, chairman food festival. I think Mahesh Kulkarni is not there. Rotarian Mahesh Kulkarni is chairman Rozgar Melawa. Rotarian Saraswati, chairman crowdfunding. And Rotarian Virat Choksi, chairman editorial and communication. Sir, ये जो सा पूरा आप editorial देख रहे हो, वो he is the chartered accountant and a lawyer by profession. Saraswati is a banker, so we have given him money power. Yeah. Now Virat Choksi is editorial, so just give a chairman. Come, Virat. So please have a photograph.
That looks like a daunting and enthusiastic team that is filled with passion. Wish you all the very best, and I think the team deserves a big applause. We are extremely pleased to induct 2 new members today. I request Membership Director, past President Rotarian Anand Ramnani, to introduce the new members and get them formally inducted.
Good evening, friends. I would like to invite on this Mr. Naveen Chandra Mehta. He is a businessman and MD of New Trek Life Care Equipment Private Limited. I request the Alpha DG to please hand over him the membership kit. Friends, unfortunately, the second member could not make it, Rajesh Shah, but in his absence, I'll mention he's a chartered accountant and a partner with Varaya and Shah LLP company. So, Naveen bhai will now read the oath.
First and then we'll have so let's have photograph and then show you off.
So, Naveen bhai, I'll say I, then you have to mention your name. So, I,
I, Naveen Chandra.
take the mic.
Just say the name.
I, Naveen Chandra,
Having been admitted as a new member of the Rotary Club of Mumbai Parleshwar, RID District 3141, do hereby solemnly swear upon my honor to faithfully and willingly discharge the duties and responsibilities of my office, fully conscious of the important obligations which I have voluntarily committed to assume. I further pledge to uphold and defend the Constitution and bylaws of the Rotary Club of Mumbai Parleshwar and that of Rotary International, ever putting into practice Rotary's motto, service above self, and applying the four-way test as the basis of all my actions and acquisitions to help advance the objectives of Rotary, giving emphasis to this year's RI theme, Imagine Rotary. All these I pledge and promise to do and observe to the best of my ability without my mental reservation or purpose of evasion. Thank you, friends. Welcome, everyone.
We are delighted to welcome Rotarian Naveen Chandra into our Rotary Wheel, which faces inwards for friendship and fellowship and outward in service to our community and to the world. I now request Alpha President Rotarian Rajesh Shah to introduce Alpha Assistant Governor Rotarian Anil Khanna.
I'm delighted to introduce my AG Anil Khanna. He is associated with Rotary Group for more than 20 years. Illustrious past president of Rotary Club of Mumbai North Island. Held various posts in district avenues. Schooling from Jamnabai Nursery School, commerce graduated. Heading his own company, caters to property management, commercial and residential properties. Multiple Paul Harris Fellow, attended several international conventions. He has attended various teach and literacy conventions in Kolkata, Pune and Hyderabad. He was also a club trainer for his home club. His hobbies are swimming, playing and table tennis. Happily married to Mrs. Sebi Khanna. She is a fashion designer. Son Ankesh Khanna, who married to Libya Khanna. Bringing to you Mr. Anil Khanna, who is currently the Assistant Governor for our club for the Alpha year.
District Governor Sandeep Agarwala ji, First Lady Malini ji, my own District Governor Subhash Kulkarni ji and Swati ji, all Alpha presidents present here, outgoing President Umesh Sawant ji, our Alpha President Rajesh Shah and First Lady Swati, and all district dignitaries of the dais, on the dais, present here. Umesh ji has done fantastic work in the dream year. He has had more than 117 projects, which has benefited 43,219 beneficiaries. His TRF collection was also almost double than what he had aimed for. He has done good work in basic education and literacy. And I wish Rajesh ji all the best for this incoming year. He is also having 2 district programs being sponsored. One is the kite flying and Rotel, which are both. Rotel is quite a big program, and I wish him all the best for the Alpha year. And I would request them to play the AV for our district governor.
Now comes a section which is the rapid fire, where I'm going to ask you some questions, and the only condition is that they have to be answered in one word, one phrase or one sentence. Rotary is?
Compassion, a call to action, and enjoyment.
Your Rotary idol?
My father, Santosh Kumar Agarwala.
Your biggest learning in Rotary?
The art of motivation and time management.
Your biggest regret in Rotary?
I don't think there are any regrets in Rotary, but if you ask me in my personal life, it's my failure to have learned to play a musical instrument.
One word or phrase that best defines 1st July 22?
One of my most life-defining moments.
And 30th June 23?
Hopefully a job well done.
You want Alpha year to be synonymous with?
With lots of fun, action and service.
Vision, planning, teamwork or execution. What is Sandeep Agarwala's word?
Necessarily a combination of all these.
Diversity, equality or inclusivity, the bigger issue today.
I don't think it's just an issue, it's a clarion call. Let's smell the coffee. Without DEI, Rotary is headed nowhere.
A project you will continue to work on even after your year. Only one project.
Or the name of this project is called REEF, REEF, Rotary Environment Endowment Fund, which will be a fund set up to finance environmental science curriculum studies. And you know we are setting up this environmental science curriculum in a big way already.
If you could change one thing about Rotary, what would it be?
It's red tapeism and officialdom, including having a district governor being foisted on all the clubs. But I guess as the organization grows, a little bit of structuring is vital and necessary.
If you were on a Rotary time machine and you had a chance to either go back to the past or fast forward to the future, what would you do and why?
I would like to go back because I believe the values were much stronger in our past days than they are today and more in sync with what Rotary ideals are.
The other side of Sandeep Agarwala no one knows.
Oh, I love cooking, especially Bengali cholar dal, aloo dom and luchi.
Wonderful. So this was really something we did not know. That brings me to a new question. Whom would you like to share this specially cooked meal with, other than you and Malini? Invite 4 Rotarians to your table.
Since you've put a condition of Rotarians, it would have to be my father, Santosh Kumar Agarwala, Paul Harris, Arch Clump and Herbert.
Take your pick. Sandeep the father or Sandeep the granddaughter?
Has to be my grandchildren, but I dote on my 2 children too.
Environment or development?
A balance of both.
And the last question on this rapid fire, Rotary Club of Bombay or Rotary District 3141?
You're not going to get away that easy. So I owe everything to the Rotary Club of Bombay. I am what I am because of my club. But at the same time, I'm very grateful to our District 3141 because it affords me a higher platform to serve. And without the support of the Rotarians of the Rotary District 3141, I would be nothing.
So friends, that's all from us. And you can take your pick on what Sandeep answered for the last question. Thank you so much.
I now request Alpha District Governor Rotarian Sandeep Agarwala ji to address this August gathering.
Good evening. Good evening. President Unmesh Sawant, past District Governor Subhash Kulkarni and Swati, my Alpha President of 22-23, Rajesh Shah and Swati, Honorary Secretary Avinash, Assistant Governor Anil Khanna, Assistant Trainer Ujjwal Andhari, District Secretary Mona Shah, Alpha team officers from your club, Rotarians, Assistant Governor Balchandra Barve, Assistant Director Vijay Sathe, and Avenue Co-Chair Jyoti Babladi, other Alpha team officers, Rotarians, including Assistant Governor Jayesh Khemka, District Secretary Kandarp Khandwala, Chief Coordinator Paritosh Rungta, Assistant Governor Twinkle Sangvi, Assistant Avenue Chair Hemang Jangla, Alpha presidents from other clubs who have come here to grace the occasion, Manish Khemka, Pushpa Suryamurthy, Leela Jaya, Soumya Agarwal, Abhay Agarwal, and Kiran Srivastav, fellow Rotarians, family members of President Rajesh, ladies and gentlemen, and Rotaractors. My journey with Rotary commenced at a young age when I accompanied my father along with my mother to his governor's training program at Lake Placid in 1972. Thereafter, I had the proud privilege of attending the Houston Convention immediately after and soaking up the wonderful atmosphere of Rotary as an 11-year-old. And incidentally, exactly 50 years later, I attended the Rotary Convention at Houston again in 2022, just last month. Soon after, I accompanied my father to his official club visits in the then District 326, which at that time covered all of undivided Bihar and Odisha. We traveled by car, and every day it was a new Rotary club: Bhadrak, Balasore, Cuttack, Rourkela, Behrampur, Gopalpur on Sea, Chilka Lake, Aksa, Taptapani. The list is etched in my mind. I even memorized all of my father's speeches and would repeat them in my mind as he spoke at all these clubs. The bonhomie, privileges, service, and feeling of oneness amongst all Rotarians left a deep impression on me. I immediately joined the Interact Club of Cathedral School in Mumbai and went on to become its president. I can't tell you the amount of joy this gave me. Right from the day as an interactor, when I was physically helping orthopedically challenged children, Haji Ali, to Saint Teresa, then of course Mother Teresa's Asha Dan, I remember being asked by one of the dying patients to empty his urine bottle. Initially I was repulsed and grudgingly took it in my hands to go and empty it. The caretakers, when they saw me, were shocked and reprimanded the patient, as volunteers were not supposed to be doing such jobs. But as I repeated my visits doing such jobs and other menial chores, it gave me such a great sense of joy and satisfaction, knowing that I was helping the helpless and bringing succor to the sick. It changed my life and perspective. Here I was, living in comfort on a bed ensconced in my own bedroom, driving in a car to this center to bring relief to the dying. And there were these patients, lovingly taken in because they had been given up by their children or relatives because of their terminal condition, lying in rows after rows, awaiting their death as it was, yet being tended to with unconditional love by the missionaries of charity. What a privileged life I led, yet serving the unfortunate was even a bigger privilege. Rotary will make you a better person all around. It will teach you compassion, empathy, leadership, teamwork, management, and introduce you to a wide spectrum of friends. Which organization in the world can give you all this and more? It is for you to take advantage and seize the initiative. Give your time, skills, knowledge, money, or wealth, and be prepared to lead. This is what will make you a good Rotarian. Pujya Swami Chidanand Saraswati Ji shares a beautiful story with us. A small impoverished boy was standing barefoot on the New York City streets, looking wistfully in the window of a shoe store. A well-dressed woman saw him and asked him, "Why are you looking so solemnly in this window?" The small boy looked up at her and replied, "I am asking God to please give me a pair of shoes." The woman took the boy's small hand and led him into the shoe store, where she immediately asked the clerk for a bucket of warm water and 10 pairs of socks. Then, placing the boy's dirty feet into the water, she tenderly washed them and put a pair of warm socks on him. After this, she told the clerk to bring shoes for the boy. As they left the store, the boy's small feet now snugly in a pair of new shoes, he clenched the woman's hand and looked up into her eyes and asked, "Are you God's wife?" The story is not a beautiful snippet from a life in a big city. Rather, it is a deep lesson about how to live our own lives. Instead of simply saying, "Oh, how sweet," and moving on, let us really take the story to heart. How easy it is to pass by those less fortunate with a simple sigh of sympathy or with a token aid, perhaps a coin or two tossed in their direction. These small gestures of empathy and charity make us feel like we are compassionate people who just live in an unjust world. However, is the homeless man helped by our sighs? Does the coin we hand him really make a difference? Are we really being compassionate, or are we just soothing our own consciences? how much more difficult it is to really stop, take a moment out of our hectic lives and see what is needed. Yet, how much more divine that is. There are always places to be and things to do. If we wait until we are free in order to take care of others, that time will never come. Real divinity, real selflessness is giving when it is not necessarily convenient to give. It is giving according to the other's needs, not according to our own agenda and convenience. The wealthy woman probably had some place else to be on that cold day in New York City. She could have easily walked by the boy thinking to herself, our government really needs to do something about homelessness. She could have looked the other way and continued on with her errands, but she didn't. That is what makes her special. We tend to give decadently to ourselves and to our own families. We will pile gifts under Christmas trees and on Diwali until there is no room left. We will shower each other with new clothes, toys, and other merchandise on birthdays and anniversaries. No problem at all. We love each other, and so we have gifts and we give gifts. This is fine. However, let us also remember to extend that compassion and that love to others who really need it. Let us vow never to turn a blind eye on someone in need. Let us vow to use what God has given us to really serve His children. Let us live our lives as though we too are God's wife. President Unmesh, I commend you for the tremendous job you have done in this difficult year. 117 projects, more than 43,000 beneficiaries, fantastic. 16 new members, almost a 20% growth. It's really, really fantastic. Together, we see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe, in our communities, but most importantly, in ourselves. 4 things: impact, expand, engage, adapt. I've always been saying do big and impactful projects. And by impactful projects, I just don't mean big. Remember, to do something very effective, you must have a baseline study before you embark on a project. And once you have a baseline study and you've embarked on the project, after 6 months or a year, do an impact assessment, see where you are. And after you receive the report, take corrective action. Even if you've taken a corrective action and things are still not going as per the goals you have set, don't hesitate to ditch that project, abandon that project, because resources are scarce. Money is scarce, time is scarce, everything is scarce. Get on to something which is goal-oriented and effective. Expand. Expand your imagination. Imagine Rotary. Expand your reach. Open your minds. And when I'm saying expand your reach, I mean reach out to your community. Go and tell them your story, what your Rotary Club is doing, what your Rotary District is doing. Are we just a whining and dining club? Do you really believe that? No, we are a serious service organization. And until you go and blow your own trumpet, no one is going to believe you. And what are the benefits of that? The benefits of that is increased membership and more funding for your projects. Now, how do you increase membership? DEI, as our RI President-elect Jennifer Jones, or diversity, equity, and inclusion would have us believe, is the single most cornerstone, and I believe that entirely because it is the buzzword today across the world. And when we talk about diversity, she wants a minimum of 30% of our membership to be women, which I believe you're already sitting at. So well done. Please give yourself a big round of applause. But does diversity really stop at only gender? No, it doesn't. It goes on with age, profession, vocation, religion, ability, disability, sexual orientation, sexual preferences. Open your mind, expand. Don't be closeted, don't be narrow-minded. Take in everyone from your community, and that way you are future-proof. Engage. Engage with all your protagonists. Engage with your family members. Engage with your members. Engage with your beneficiaries. Engage with your donors. Engage with your community. Talk to them. When you plan projects, sit across and talk together. When you visit projects, take your family with them. Make everyone involved. When you have new members today, ask him what his expectations are. Manage his expectations. Talk to them if they're not satisfied. Take them into the mainstream. So engagement on all fronts is the most important thing a Rotary Club can do. And the last is, of course, adapt. By adapt, I mean retooling and reinventing. Now, 2 years ago when COVID hit us, many of us thought after 3 months, is this the beginning of the end for Rotary? No meetings, no fellowships, no projects. But what happened? Zoom. Zoom came into our lives. Virtual meetings came into our life. Not only did we do meetings, we planned projects, but we even had fellowships over Zoom. That is reinventing and retooling. So don't live in the past. Look to the future. Never dwell on precedences and say this is how it was done 20 years ago and this is how it should be done today. Because we have to keep on reinventing, retooling, readapting, and look to the future. Appeal to the future. Embrace technology, embrace modern practices, embrace new thoughts. And that's the only way we are going to grow and get even stronger. So remember, plan now, which Rajesh, you have very impressively done. My congratulations to you on that. Think big, do large and impactful projects, but don't be afraid to take risks or fail, because if you fail to try, you are trying to fail. Be goal-oriented. Look for CSR funding through your personal contacts and that of your members, both within and outside your club. And I saw your attendance of a member who's very keen to do crowdfunding. We can convert that crowdfunding into TRF for you also. So get in touch with the TRF team of the district, get in touch with the CSR team and the fundraising team. They'll guide you every step of the way. And as I said, take care of CSR, you will take care of TRF, and the numbers you will achieve will astound you. So don't let me tell you more, you'll see it for yourself. We have curated projects under various special focus areas, SFAs, which are available on the Alpha app entitled Project Handbook. If anyone wants a hard copy, please get in touch with our Chief Coordinator, Paritosh is here. It'll help you get CSR or other funding with ease, and the CSR team is waiting to help you. When collectively implemented, these projects will have a huge impact on our community. Urge you to commit to doing at least 3 such projects, either singly or jointly, a lot of which you've already covered in part 1 of your presentation: SHIP, eye care, health camps, safe drinking water, adult literacy. Your midday meal plans, menstrual hygiene management, vocational training, tree plantation, check dams, school adoption, Roti Bank involvement, crowdfunding, and the 2 events which you're hosting is fantastic, Rotal and kite flying. So well done, Rajesh. I think you're well set and very well planned. And I have seen also the calendar you've laid out for the entire year in the folder. It's fantastic. I mean, he's got his entire year planned out. So really, really very heartwarming. 4 dates to remember: the Monsoon Fete, the Nashik Wine Fellowship. Manish is here, he's the host club. Fantastic events planned. We have Lavani evening, we have a wine pairing evening, we have 2 visits to the vineyards, lots of fellowship, optional visits to Shirdi or even Trambakeshwar. You can do a lot of things. Really meticulously planned program. You're going to have a great time. We are at the Taj. About 60 rooms have been booked, 45, 47 50 have already been taken up, about 10 are left. We are getting 30 couples from Bangalore. My co-governor from Bangalore is coming with 30 couples, and we are launching the Wine Fellowship Society of 3141, that visit, that trip in Nashik. It's a long weekend. The 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th is also Parsi New Year, so plan and come there. The second is the District Conference Polaris in Goa between 25th and 27th February 2023. Over 600 paid registrations already received. I'm looking forward to welcoming you with some spectacular programming, which we have already done there. Dinner with Jennifer Jones, our President-elect, in Pune on 22nd July. And of course, May 2023, the RI Convention in Melbourne is, for those who haven't been to an RI Convention, it's something unbelievable. The fun and joy you will get in attending a convention, more than 20,000 Rotarians from all over the world, is unbelievable. All booking links are available with Chief Coordinator, or your President will make it available to you. Paritosh is here, take advantage of it and book it now. I look forward to meeting as many of you as possible in the near future. Stay engaged, serve, and enjoy the pleasures of giving, be it your time, money, or talent, and reap the benefits of your membership. The lifelong new friendships you will develop. The deeper your commitment to service, the more roots your bonds with fellow members will take. You will realize what I mean after a few years, especially for new members who have just recently joined. We're looking forward to have a most enjoyable year with the family of Rotary, filled with service and joy. Thank you once again for committing your time, effort, and energy towards making the Alpha Year an outstanding one, which is sure to be memorable for you. Let's make a big impact and transform our way of thinking. God bless, good luck, and thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the encouraging words. I now request Alpha President to express his thoughts.
Respected Alpha DG, Rotarian Sandeep Agarwala ji, thank you, sir, for your motivating speech to help us to kickstart the Alpha year with just right amount of zeal and focus. Your journey as a Rotaractor to Rotarian to DG is iconic. Sir, you have rightly shown us the path, helping the helpless. That is what we need to work towards. Compassionate leadership in the spirit of friendship. That is what the Rcmp Alpha team will always try to follow. We promise to do genuinely impactful projects with complete study, correction and re-engineering. All of this we assure you to have a good growth of membership. I will not say the best growth, but I already told that we outnumber and in membership and TRF. So both of my directors are very, very competent and they will all help me to achieve whatever target that has been given by the district. Thank you.
I now request Alpha Secretary, Rotarian Avinash Mishra, for the secretarial announcements and the attendance for today.
डीजी संदीप अग्रवाला जी, थोड़ा सा टेंशन में आ गया मैं। उपस्थित सभी रोटेरियंस और मेरे आरसीएमपी फैमिली मेम्बर्स, आप सभी लोगों को मेरा नमस्कार। और आने वाले साल में सेक्रेटरी का पद संभालते हुए थोड़ा टेंशन तो हो रहा है, लेकिन कोई बात नहीं, हो जाएगा। और चलिए काम पे लग जाते हैं। तो आज की जो अटेंडेंस है, आरसीएमपी मेंबर्स 44, न्यू मेंबर 1, डिस्ट्रिक्ट डिग्नेटरीज 8, को प्रेसिडेंट 7, IW members 2, family members 7, friends 5, spouses 14, and total attendance 90. So मैं यही कहूँगा कि महज हंगामा खड़ा करना मेरा मकसद नहीं है, मेरी चाहत है कि सूरत बदलनी चाहिए। मेरे सीने में न सही तो तेरे सीने में सही, कहीं भी हो मगर ये आग जलनी चाहिए। तो इसी जज्बे से हम अपने रोटरी साल की शुरुआत कर रहे हैं और 1 जुलाई हमारा पहला प्रोग्राम है। पहले दिन सर 1 जुलाई ब्लड डोनेशन कैंप एट अंधेरी स्टेशन, और 1 जुलाई फ्राइडे है और हमारी मीटिंग्स भी फ्राइडे होती है। तो उसी दिन हम अपनी मीटिंग भी शुरुआत करेंगे इवनिंग बाय सेलिब्रेटिंग CA एंड डॉक्टर्स डे। तो प्लीज़ आप सभी लोगों का स्वागत है, ज़रूर आइए। और एक जस्ट अनाउंसमेंट, हमारी जो क्लब मीटिंग्स होंगी वो क्लब मिलेनियम में होगी, नॉट इन एवरीवन। थैंक यू।
I now call upon Alpha Vice President Rotarian Monica Tandon to extend a vote of thanks, and I hand over the proceedings back to Alpha President Rotarian Rajesh Shah. Thank you so much for patient listening.
Namaste, everybody. The vote of thanks is unanimous. I stand together with my RCMPN family as I extend our gratitude to Alpha DG, Rotarian Sandeep Agarwala ji and his entire team, District Coordinator for Alpha Year, Rotarian Paritosh Rungta ji, AT for Alpha Year, Rotarian Ujwal Andhari ji, our own club Alpha AG, Rotarian Anil Khanna ji, and our DS for the Alpha Year, Rotarian Mona Shah ji. Thank you so much, district dignitaries. It's a big blessing to have you all here this evening. I thank all our spouses for standing behind us and making this evening truly memorable. What a start to an Alpha Year, and we will always carry very, very warm memories of this evening. It gives me great pleasure as the sitting secretary this year to invite you all to join us in dinner and drinks. Let's start the Alpha Year and take it to the peak. Thank you very much.
Before I adjourn the I have special thanks today. So who have actually helped us to whatever the program that is happening and it has been completed. So I like to give some names. So Vinatai, Saktida, Krishna Bhavi, Anand, Shirish Sudoraji, Virat, Rotarian Prachi Tillu, Rotarian Satish and Jyoti Babladi, Rotarian Prachi Rane, Rotarian Moha Kamath, Barve sir, my mentor, Monica Tandon, my vice president, Ganesh Narayan, my PR and admin, and last but not the least, my club secretary Avinash sir. This all things has happened because of them, and I thank you all to come and grace this occasion. Now I adjourn the meeting and join for the dinner and happy hours. Thank you.